Hello there, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we have messages from Spirit today for you. This is from your spirits, angels, guides, your spiritual soul tribe, if you will. Messages about your personal power, where you can reclaim control, what's coming, some advice, whatever they want to say is what we're going to bring forward for you guys today. So if you are new to my channel, very warm welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I'm very grateful for every single one of you. Let's get into your reading and see what Spirit has to say. We have the entrance stone coming out here first, bringing new beginnings, stepping forward, and expansion for you guys. This is a beautiful message and a beautiful energy. Are you looking forward to something new? This can be anything from a new stage of development in a situation in your life. This can be a new you. This can be a new project, an endeavor, a creative hobby, whatever it happens to be. The energy of newness surrounds you here. This is encouraging you to step forward, get out of your comfort zone, expand your horizons, and try something a little bit different. This can also just be a matter of taking a new approach at something, right? But it's a fresh energy, opening a portal to something just a little bit different than what you've got right now. But this is a beautiful energy of expansion and growth and change and transformation. Beautiful things. All you need to do is take that first step, move forward, open the door, step through the portal, and yes, in some cases, you might even need to face your fears, especially if it's something big. But remember, we always do focus on kind of the big energies, right? And the big changes that we make, and never underestimate the power of small. Those little things that we do, those little tweaks along our journey, the small changes that we make can add up and have a big impact. So even if it's just one little snippet of something new, one little snippet of trying something a little bit different, it can bring you great rewards. We have boundary stones coming out here for you guys as well. Okay, so number one, set up some boundaries and remember to enforce those boundaries. It's not easy sometimes, okay, especially when they deal with people. And hey, even if you're setting up boundaries with yourself about habits and doing things a little bit better, it's still not always easy. Not every single day is a walk in the park. So remember to put up boundaries in your life, or maybe reestablish them somewhere, because sometimes we kind of, I just don't have the energy to deal with this. Okay, fine, do whatever you want, right? So sometimes we kind of let our guard down a little bit. So just keep that in mind. So in somewhere in your life, boundaries are going to be very important. But the boundary stones also do bring in negotiations and contracts and communication. So especially with the entrance stone bringing you a portal to something new, something different, this can represent where maybe some of you are looking forward to a new job, a new career path. Perhaps you are making a promise, a pact, a contract with another person in a relationship. This can be a contract, a pact that you're making with yourself as well. So honor your commitments. This is, if you are looking to make some sort of negotiations, communication is the key, right? Get something out in the open. If you want something, state your case, ask for it, get it out there, right? If you want something to change, right? Communication, again, is the key. Some of you here are living out your soul contract, and you may feel in some days that you're not where you want to be, but you're always exactly where you're meant to be. Some days are more difficult, some days are easier, right? Some situations are wonderful and fulfilling and rewarding, and others are just one hell of a challenge. But remember, wherever you happen to be, you are where you are meant to be. But don't forget to try something a little bit new or different, or shake things up a little bit sometimes, right? Because even though you're where you're meant to be, the next step forward may require you to make some sort of change. But this can be a wonderful message here for entering in some sort of new contract or commitment. And so you may be talking to somebody about this. It could be someone new, it could be someone you already know. and this can bring you some great rewards or some expansion, right? Opening up the doors to something bigger and better, or maybe something more long-term or more fulfilling. So it's a beautiful energy coming in there for you. We have connection through the cosmos. Begin with faith in spring and the emergence of hope. So one thing about this reading is this is a timeless reading, right? So whenever it finds you is exactly when it's meant to. And so for some of you, depending on where you are and when you happen to see this reading, we have spring either right around the corner for you, or we've already been through spring, and this is a time of growth and development for you, right? So spring energy does bring about new beginnings, and it does bring about a season, the start of a season of growth and vibrancy and fertility, right? If you think about the spring, everything starts to come to life. So wherever you happen to be, whether you're around springtime season or not, okay, there's something springing to life within you. But Spirit wants to remind you here that we are all connected. Everything is connected. There's a ripple effect on our energy throughout the universe, and this is a reminder of that you have the power to put out different energy and change your situation. Your energy and your actions have a ripple effect outwardly to your friends, your family, your environment, right? That kind of thing. Your neighbors even, right? Everything is affecting something else. And so we need to remember that sometimes that we do have these connections, right? Especially if you're feeling a little bit alone or lost, or confused in a situation, right? Or just in life in general sometimes, right? Remember, we are all connected some way. And this is really important to remember because we do go through those times when we feel alone, or that we don't have support. And this is a message here about community. So if you are on a spiritual journey, yes, sometimes it can be very solitary in that because everyone's spiritual journey is different. Everyone's life journey is a little bit different. And we do need to quite often spend that quiet time alone in solitary energy in order for us to kind of figure things out, to connect, to recognize, things that we've learned from our past, things that we are opening up to for our future, right? It doesn't necessarily lend itself to being in a giant group of people, right? So, but with this energy, this is showing that you might be coming out of your shell a little bit, and you could benefit from connecting with a community of like-minded people. So this can be anything from a Facebook group of people that are interested in the same things as you, whether it's spiritual or not. It can be something else, right? It can be, if you're learning to play the guitar, maybe you find a Facebook group of other people learning to play the guitar, right? And maybe you've got some questions or some concerns about your journey. If you're, learning how to paint or doing some do-it-yourself projects and things, right? There's always other people out there that have created some sort of group. Now, do those groups sometimes turn a little bit sour? Yeah, sometimes they do, especially when the keyboard warriors join the mix, right? So if you are already connected with certain communities, you might be feeling a lack of connection, and this can be that something new, right? It's time to expand your horizons and maybe find new connections because your energy has changed, and we attract, of course, people or situations or groups, opportunities that align with our energy. But our energy is always changing and evolving, right? Your journey where you are in your life is always changing and evolving. So things do fall away and we do feel a lack of connection sometimes, right? And so sometimes we can rekindle it, we can revive it, but sometimes we do need to evolve and go with that flow and find the new, right? Find some connections there that are a little bit better. But this is all about things coming back to you as well, right? The energy you put out flows back to you. So just remember that the help and the support and the love and the caring, all of that energy that you give out into the universe, into other people, it's all flowing back to you now. So you've got some wonderful things that are starting to come into alignment for you. And remember, we do have the spring energy. Believe, have faith, not just in yourself, but also in the energies that are around you. This is a time of fertility, growth, new beginnings, creativity for you. Whatever it is that you want, you can attract towards you and you can create. We need to be open. We need to be receptive. We need to be willing to take action and step through that portal, step through that door, whatever it happens to be, something small, right? It's something big, right? Whatever it is there for you, okay? But don't worry if you don't know everything, okay? Especially if you're starting something new. You're always going to have questions. There's always going to be something that you don't know. A new relationship, right? How do you get to know a person, whether it's a friendship or romantic partnership, right? What do? You communicate, you talk, you ask questions. And it's no different if you're learning something new, or if you're on a spiritual journey, or maybe you are learning how to play a musical instrument. There's always questions. And it's like, well, what if I do this? And does this work? And, all that kind of stuff, right? So there is a little bit of, curiosity that may be sparked within you some way, but communicate, ask people questions, talk to people, because we don't always know everything, especially on that new journey. So don't beat yourself up, right? If it's like, I'm usually the smartest person in the room and I'm usually the person that people come to and ask questions, and maybe you're the one asking questions and you might not be always comfortable with that, but believe in yourself, have faith, okay? And eventually you will absorb all the information you need to know, and then you can be the subject matter expert once again, right? But beautiful energy coming in here. We do have the emergence of hope, right? And, for some of you here, this is saying that, you've been maybe questioning some things in your life, right? Have I made the right decision? Have I chosen the right path? I turned down this opportunity, but was that really the smartest decision, right? And so sometimes we do kind of doubt ourselves in the present, in our past, or maybe even for our future, right? So remember, have faith, not just in the universe, not just in opportunities or, things that you're changing, but have faith in yourself, right? Have faith in yourself, believe in yourself, be confident in yourself. It's always very important, but sometimes we're not quite feeling it, right? We're just, oh man, it's hard to be that way sometimes, okay? But your spirit guides, past loved ones, your angels, they're all around you and all helping you out, right? And they're like, no, keep faith. Keep the faith, trust, believe, okay? Very important. But also, really trust that there's a divine plan, there's a divine order of things. And sometimes in our human existence, we want everything right here, snappy-dappy, here and now. And it doesn't always work that way, right? Because things need to align. Think about, those a relationship that someone may force to move in a certain direction before the other person is ready. Chances are it may truck along fine for a while, but eventually it may not, because when we force something into place, it's like kind of going against the natural order of events or natural order of things. And when things are forced, they are more likely to fail, right? Sometimes, yes, we do need to give a gentle push, a gentle prod, right? But we can't always force things into existence. So we do have to allow things to come about in their natural order. And that does require patience sometimes. And this is where we do need to have that faith and that trust and keep that hope alive, right? But, we can't always wait for everything, though. So sometimes we do need to kickstart a conversation, or we do need to instigate some sort of change, or we do need to take a different approach at something, as long as we're not pushing on someone else's free will, right? Or doing something kind of, underhanded behind the scenes. Then you can trust your own energy that things will fall into place if and when they are meant to do so. But keep your hope and faith alive, whatever your situation is. Got the Seven of Swords, all right? There's some sort of mistrust there, but we've got the King of Swords, talking things out, communicating. We've got the Knight of Cups, right? Beautiful energy coming in there, and the Ace of Wands, and there's your something new. You could be in a situation where you're chasing a dream, a goal, there's something you really want, what your heart desires. Okay, but we do have the Seven of Swords showing up here. Now, the Seven of Swords can indicate that there's something wrong. There's some sort of an issue. Now, this can be where we lack faith in ourselves. We don't trust ourselves in our current situation. And it could be that, it's like, well, last time in this similar kind of situation, I did this and it turned out to blow up in my face, right? Well, it doesn't mean it's going to repeat the second time, right? Because you're older, you're wiser, you got more insight, hopefully, right? And you can make a better choice, right? But there's still this doubt, right? This mistrust that you have. And it's one thing to mistrust other people, is a whole other thing to not trust ourselves, right? We at least need to have faith and trust in ourselves and our own ability to make the right choices for ourselves. Don't beat yourself up if you feel as though you've made the wrong choice, because again, according to the divine plan, right, even if you feel you have made the wrong choice and made a whole snafu of whatever you've got going on, trust that there was something that you were meant to experience, that it was meant to happen, because it builds you a better foundation and brings you wisdom that you will need later on down the road. And it's very easy to get caught in that trap, right, of beating ourselves up. Okay, so in this Seven of Swords energy, this is really showing that even though there may be some doubt, some trust issues, maybe even, hey, maybe you've even been burned by a person before, there's been some betrayal, okay, this communication is the key, not just with yourself, right? We can get clarity coming in here for you, right? Especially if there's something gnawing away at you on the inside, right? The King of Swords, it's like this energy. It's like, no, I'm not going to doubt myself. I'm going to take back my power, take back my control. I've got, the ability to make the right decisions for myself and make purposeful decisions for myself here as well. So it's like, here we are doubting things. We're not thinking 100% positive here in this energy. And then boom, in comes the King of Swords energy for you. It's like, nope. I'm going to slay my dragons. I'm not going to let this defeat me, right? I'm not going to be defeated anymore. So embrace the King of Swords energy. This is about clarity, a sense of purpose, a deep sense of knowing who you are, what you want. This is about having a clear conviction in your decisions that you make, but it's also about having insight, right? And recognizing, your gut instinct, your intuition, right? It's like, nope, I just know that this is the right path for me. I know that I'm making the right choices. You're thinking clearly, and you are very much taking the lead, taking charge, right? It's like, I'm taking charge, I'm taking back control of my thoughts, right? So this is the energy that you are encouraged to embrace, this King of Swords, right? It doesn't mean you might not have to work through something here, because you might. The King of Swords can also represent that you might be having a very important conversation with somebody, whether you initiate the conversation or whether it's just something that happens naturally, right? Something that just naturally occurs, okay? But communication is the key here. And the King of Swords showing up when we are having a conversation, or we're going on a job interview, or we're, trying to find answers to things that we don't know, or we're learning things, right? Expanding our intellect in some way. Right? This is an awesome energy for all of that. The gift of communication, the gift and the art of negotiation. And we do have contracts and negotiation that was showing up here. And the King of Swords is a really positive omen for any contracts and negotiation that you may have. This can be a helpful person, someone you might be talking to, or someone that can help you sort out something that you're not sure about. So the Seven of Swords, you can just be not sure about something, right? And this person can really help you, okay, to make sure that you have the answers that you need. So again, right, we're asking someone more knowledgeable than us asking them for help or asking them for some clarity or a little bit of guidance in some way. So it can be a really wonderful energy there. We do have the Knight of Cups here also. So this can be you, right? Leveling up on your journey in some way. This can be you, expanding your spiritual practice. This can be you learning new things about yourself and the life that you want to create. The Knight of Cups does bring in love and romance. Yes, so for some of you, you have a personal relationship that could be evolving in a very positive way. You could also be opening yourself up to meeting new people, whether it's friends, business partnerships, or romantic interests, whatever it happens to be, right? The Knight of Cups brings love, romance, creativity, and spiritual energy here as well, but it brings movement, okay? It can bring invitations, offers, opportunities. It can bring people into your life. It can be about you following your heart, knowing what you want, not doubting yourself anymore, following your heart to create the life that you want, and stepping into something better, something lighter, something brighter, something that you're passionate about. You could be finding new sources of inspiration, right, in this energy, something manifesting or materializing in your world. There's a gift coming in here for you, and you are embracing the energy of seizing the moment, moving forward and taking an opportunity and running with it, right? The Knight of Cups does bring forward movement in here for you in some way. You get an offer to maybe get a job offer, and it makes your heart sing with joy, and it's something that has a lot of potential, right? The King of Swords, you slayed that job interview, no problem, right? You might be learning stuff about your spiritual journey, and here you are leveling up, right? But you've got access to new information or new senses, right, that you weren't quite tapped into before. But whatever it is for you, there's something wonderful and magical that's coming in here for you. You're practicing the law of attraction. Things are manifesting in your world. And it's a really beautiful energy coming in, filled with lots of promise, lots of potential, and growth, you name it. The aces do tend to bring a little bit of luck. They do represent new beginnings, right? And something exciting. It can even be just, thank you. It can even be just a new burst of energy that you've got here, right? And, because instead of going back and forth on something, Seven of Swords, it's like, do I, don't I, yes, no, right? That kind of thing, back and forth, right? Instead of being that, it's like, yes. Those aces are big yes cards, right? So instead of maybe, we've got a, oh yeah. Okay, so beautiful energy that is coming in here for you. So it's your energy, things you're attracting to you, and something exciting. So embrace that, claim that energy, right? This is something, whatever it is that you are manifesting in your life, whatever it is that you are desiring, the opportunity is there. There's your next card. Oops, upside down. And we have your heart chakra. There you go. Love is a verb. Love is a verb. So make it your most treasured action. Knight of Cups. Acting upon love. Doing the things you love. Following your heart. Right? And here it is. That message there. Connecting with people that you love. Right? Moving forward in a relationship. Don't forget the relationship you have with your higher self and with spirit, though, as well, right? Because that is moving forward also. Your next card. Out of chaos comes creation. We do quite often need to break things down to build them back up, right? Just because something may be chaotic or turbulent or something may be crumbling, right? This is where we build something better, newer, brighter, shinier than we had before. Important message there. There's your next card. And we have your third eye chakra, and it's intuition. Intuition is the little tug that pulls you towards your light, right? Your intuition very much activated at this time. I'm going to leave those there for you. Those are your messages. I thank you for watching. I hope there was something here for you, whether it was a small tidbit or whether it was the whole thing. If you did enjoy your reading in any level, please do take a moment and press that like button. I truly do appreciate it. It does let me know you resonate with the reading, which is the most important thing for me, but it lets the YouTube algorithm know you liked it as well, and it'll share it to more people so that they can also like it. So I thank you for that. Also, throw a heart or something in the comments down below. I will heart you back. We'll connect our energies there. Don't be afraid to say hi as well. We'll get some beautiful, loving energy flowing around our community. So I thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye.